Hello, hello, hello. We're going to teleport not to Ul'dah. Instead, we're going to go to Limsa Lominsa, but we're going to continue on with the warrior, or not the warrior, the Marauders side quests, because we're going to get new gear, new skills, whatnot for doing them. I don't know if any of the gear is going to be an actual upgrade, but definitely check them out. So, this is going to be the last 30 minutes of today's stream. We might go a little bit past 30 minutes, but the goal is just to do these two side quests. The Mountain That Strides. Axemaster Warnzone requires your assistance with a troubling development. Mira, there is trouble afoot. Do you recall the lad whose parents were slain by the beast Kujata? The boy's grandfather, Nedard, but recently contacted us with worrisome news. Young Sigurd has gone missing. There have been sightings of Kujata in the area, and it would seem that the child felt compelled to seek the creature out. As you are familiar with the boy and his tragic tale, I would have you attend to this matter. My sister Solquib awaits you at the Bismarck. She has been apprised of the situation and will aid you in plotting a suitable course of action. Alright. Take all loot, even from the children, especially from the children. Have you seen Tom Cardy's D&D music video / skit? Loot that, buddy. It's 8:41 p.m. in game. Okay, hey there, Solquib. Ah, Mira, I assume you are here to discuss the missing child, and not to sample a bowl of mutton soup? First things first, I would advise against rushing off to peer under every rock in the countryside. We need more information to direct our search. I suggest we head to Red Rooster Stead, and learn what more we can from old Nedard. Now, what's the fastest way to Red Rooster Stead, do you think? He's in Southgate, or South Lower. Fastest way is probably through Tempest Gate. As there's no 8th right there. Once again, yes, eventually we will have him out. I actually think we're getting pretty close to the point where we get him out. Oh, let's kill this Mossa Scoobly while we're here. Hey, dude. Sorry. You have to be defeated for the sake of our unpause. I have to kill 4 of them? Jeez, sorry guys. What's D&D? Exactly. Now look up Tom Cardy perception check, it's called. Also, that Gooba clearly had moss on him. Or he had green hair, one of the two. This area is called the Eyes. Look, wild dodos. Hello, dodos. One of these dopey guys. I love dodos in this game, they're so cool. They're so cool. What's the worst thing I ever did after failing a perception check? Fuck, I don't know. I don't play that much D&D. I rolled a crit stealth check the other day, and then failed the sleight of hand to steal someone's hat with a 1. So I rolled a crit and then a 1. So you know, I had this amazing stealthy thing, and it just fucking fell on my face. That was lovely. Hang on, I can just kill these goobas here. Mel, what was your worst thing you ever did when you failed a perception check? I mean, I've rolled low and failed a perception check while my party was sleeping and I was supposed to be on watch. You let PM into your life. Hey now. That's true. Sick, we learned Storm's Path. Alright, so Storm's Path delivers an attack with a potency of 100. However, if you combo it after main, it has a potency of 380. So, you know, almost quadruple. And it restores your HP when you use it, so it's pretty sick. Hey, dude. This is to unlock Mist, so we don't need to do this guy's quest. That's the housing area. I'm not concerned with that on this character. Alright, so this is Red Rooster's Stead. We're gonna speak to Nettard. Thank the gods you're here! Seems me grandson is set on causing naught but trouble for you. But surely you can, how the lad is feeling. How he's bothered, how he's boiling with 8 for that murderous beast. And the last time when you came along like an avenging angel and showed him the strength of your steel, well, you lit a fire in his belly. It must have gotten in his head to take revenge on the beast himself. Daft little bugger. Anyway, once Air Kajada's been spotted near airport, why, he shot through the door like an arrow from a bow, and I ain't seen him since. I beg of you, find me little Sigurd afore he gets himself stomped to death. That big bastard Aurochs has spilled it more than up of me kin's blood. Of course, our course is clear. We must set for our airport at once. An old acquaintance of mine, Farston, often stands guard at the port gates. He might know something of the lad's whereabouts. You don't remember? Your group only used D&D for one campaign, and that ended in 2011. We've mostly been using Fader powered by the Apocalypse since then, and the mechanics are different. You'll have to explain the mechanics. I don't know how they're different. And that sounds interesting to me. Alright, we're going to Aleport now. Worst thing you ever did in the game was jump so hard into a stone ceiling and knock yourself out. We had a critical failure table when I did FFD&D. And we had a player who kept injuring himself. Have I seen a boy wandering about by himself? As a matter of fact, me and my fellow gate guard here just watched a young lad traipsing off to the north. We were arguing whether or not to abandon our post and bring the child back ourselves. Large packs of jackals have been prowling the wilds of late, so if you mean to head after them, pray do so quickly. Hells, I might even pass along word to the Marauders Guild. You'll be better off with an extra blade or two at your back. So these guys watched the kid go into a dangerous area, and then we're like, yeah, okay, we're gonna argue about it, but we're not actually gonna go do anything. You're a Banga Dragoon in an FF Spire campaign? See, I bought the FF14 D&D set that came out. Well, it's not out yet. Well, it might be, actually. It should be here this month. That's for when it's going to be delivered. Who fucking knows? Yeah. We found his water skin, but we didn't find him. This little area of Lanasia looks rather like dead compared to the others. Okay. And now, as you can see up here, Sulkwib has that aura around her, which means we have a scenario to do. Have you found any signs of Sigurd? We found a water skin. This water skin is filled with more holes than water. If you called a proper satchel, this would need an arm strap and a bottom. He must have been desperate. Hurry indeed to cast away his belongings in such a careless manner. I myself came across the wood axe, a tool that the lad took from the stead, perhaps? God below! Mira, over there! You do remember one of your teammates failing a perception check and walking into a gelatinous kid? Oh no! The Wrath of the Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous With your game failing perception checks usually just locks you out of loot or gives you a negative status effect to start a fight. Oh no. Oh man. Ugh. Miro. These shackles are ready to set upon. Look at that Auroch up there. He's just watching. Hey dudes. Oh, we called in the rest of the pack. Some of them are bigger than the others, though. But these last two are much larger than the others. More have found the scent! Scent of what? It's not like the kid's dead. Where this one's tainted jaws! One of your favorite things is that your animal companions have their own checks, so you can build your horse mount to pick locks for you. That's amazing. Step aside! Why did he have to show up? We were doing just fine. Warnzone? He breathes yet. We withdraw to Red Rooster Stead. Follow my lead, Miro. So this is just as the clarification, guys. This is not main story. This is just side stuff that we do at the end of stream, only because it's really necessary for us to do it. Oh, you're gonna make me walk all the way there? Fine, I'm just gonna grab the chocobo. Oh, I can only go to Limpsalominsa and Swiftbridge. Okay. Rude. Okay, we're not gonna grab a chocobo for there. Paladins can get horse mounts, and the paladin of Yomade, you always make her horse. Lumne. Yomne. That's good. Hey, look. This person's selling guild. Don't buy any. Seriously. You will be banned. Probably. Iome. Iomne. Yeah, it's an I. Iomne. We are heading up to Red Rooster Stead. It is foggy in this area again. We can't even see that lighthouse over there. Well, I guess we can, just only the lighthouse. It is 1 AM after all in game here. Engage, you should never give up. The world needs you. Okay. You brought him home. I don't got words to thank you. The lad's past the worst of it. He struck his head in the fall, though, and it may be some time before he opens his eyes. Thank you for coming, brother. If you hadn't scattered those jackals when you did. I have done naught to earn your thanks. When I learned of the situation from Mailport, I realized the dangers were greater than I had anticipated. No single marauder could have hoped to fend off such numbers in time. Pray accept my apologies, Neddard. You turned to us for help, and yet your grandson now lies before you, broken and battered. You risked your lives to save little Sigurd. Oh, you risked your lives to save little Sigurd. How's a man to find fault with that? It's me who ought to be begging your forgiveness for the wounds you took protecting me foolish boy. You need to concern yourself with our well-being. Our training prepares us for such eventualities. There is not more we can accomplish here, Miro. It is time we return to the guild and focus on other tasks. Okay. That said, we are going to teleport, as there's one more quest we gotta do today. Oh, possibly two. I might do another one. You know what would, the world needs more randomized Pokemon games. You know what would be hilarious? If they made a Pokemon game where every instance was randomized slightly. Just not to, so to take people a while to figure it out. Like randomizing one typing instead of complete randomization. So it's always in the back of your mind, looking for that one thing that's out of place. If you only had a couple of them too, it would be really, really rough to deal with. I'm glad the lad will live, but I fear that this will not be the last time Sigurd abandons caution in his thirst for vengeance against Kujata. The wound in his heart festers and seeds, feeding his impatience at our seeming inaction. But we must not think ill of the boy. Instead, let his helpless rage be as a spur to our efforts. I say again, Miro, Kujata will fall by your hand, and I will shape you into the deadly weapon you need to be. Alright, so, this axe is actually better than what we got. Interesting, I was not expecting that. Chest piece is not. The hat is. So we're gonna take the hat. As we have not got a fucking upgrade in a while. Okay. So, let's go look at the hat. If I don't like it, we're going to hide it. Okay. As it hides my hair, I don't really like it. It's also a weird color compared to the rest of our outfit. So we're gonna hide this hat. Probably a good thing you're not a game dev, you legit troll people. Looks like a chocobo's beak. Yeah, it kind of does. Alright. Bleeder of the Pack. Axemaster Wernzone wishes to set for you a trial that will hone your strength and skill to ever greater heights. And we get a nice set of armor for this too. Miro, our near disastrous encounter with the pack that follows Kujata has been preying on my mind. The overwhelming number of the beast was beyond aught I had imagined. Even the most dedicated marauder would not have hoped to carve through that snarling wall of flesh. I don't know, I think we would have been fine. And if we cannot dispatch the pack, then Kujata remains beyond our reach. Thus I prepare for your trial that shall unleash your deepest reserves of destructive strength. As before, Solko will wait you at the Bismarck to guide you on your path. Do not squander the opportunity for growth, Miro. The pride of the guild itself rides on the keen edge of your axe. Why my axe? Did I equip my new axe for that? I don't think I did. Okay, so this is the Inferno axe, guys. It looks basically the same, except it's got this emblem of fire on it. We know it's better. I mean, devs that troll people isn't actually all that uncommon, so... I mean, look at Miyazaki. He puts fucking swamps in all his Souls games because he knows it pisses people off, and he loves them. You've word from my brother? Ha! The pride of the guild, eh? My brother has placed quite a burden on your shoulders, it seems. But from what I have witnessed, if any marauder has the skill and determination to put down Kujata, then it is you. And there is, of course, the matter of Sigurd's vengeance. You don't want to disappoint the poor boy now, do you? Let us be about this trial, Miro. I shall meet you on the salt strand in Lower Lanasia, where your training is to take place. Well, naturally, I will be there. Without me, you're like to forget to tend to your wounds and bleed to death. You're gonna put Swamp Ass in your game? Like as a status effect, or as a condition? How would that work? Alright guys, we're going to the Salt Strand. Now we've been to the Salt Strand once before, just as a matter of course. As for how to get there, I think we gotta go up here. Oh, that reminds me guys, it's up to you. I wasn't planning on doing the side dungeons. There are a few optional dungeons that we can unlock. One of them's technically available now, though we haven't been to the area. It's up to you guys if we do those dungeons as well. I have no qualms of not doing them, but it's more stuff to see. So if you guys want to see the optional dungeons we can unlock along the way, we will. If not, we will just focus on main stuff. One dungeon that I can think of that is optional becomes main story later, so I'll probably wait to do that one. You okay with however much I want to go through? Hey, I love this game, so I'm willing to go through like everything. Get wrecked. Oh, I only have to kill. Oh, I think I got him. That's one. You're here for the channel points. Rude. You're supposed to care. This is my favorite Final Fantasy game, man. I figure I'll skip them, except for one. There is one that I really want to do, but that's much later in the game, and that's simply just for the music. Alright, so as you can see, she's got the aura around her. That means we have a battle that we're gonna have to go through here. Well, this should be the place. I don't see... Do you sense that encroaching aura of violence, Miro? Pray, unlimber that axe of yours. Oh, here goes. Crabs, citizen snaps. Oh, look at this. Hedge moles. Huh, this is supposed to be a trial? That's true. I mean, we are dealing with fucking moles. Hold on. And that seems to be the last of them. Compared to what we have faced before, though, it wasn't terribly... So, this is the indomitable Miro Prentice. Who in the seven hells are you? Wait, is that... We have deemed you worthy of our challenge. Come, Marauder. Let us test the edge of your steel. Oh, brother. Okay, yeah. I see your crab and raise you a crab with a gun. And they're all dead. Oh, he's still standing up there. Nameless attacker. Able-bodied ambusher. Now this is more like it! Is it? Because I'm just spamming overpower and they're all dying, so... Someone familiar. On your guard, we are not done! Defeated. Gotta head out. Thank you, Mel. It seems my underlings have provided you with poor sport. Very well. I shall take your measure with my own blade. Mine own blade. Do not think to show me quarter. Miro, for I shall surely show you none. Probably use a different axe. That might tell us less about who you are. Wait for fracture on you. I didn't think that was still in the game. This is a status effect on me right now. Fracture. It was one you used to get. Spent already? All battle has scarce begun. I'm fine. He knows Foresight though. I do not know Foresight. You fight well, Marauder. Now we will see what you're truly made of. Bloodbath. I yield. Your strength has humbled us all. Aye. It may be just enough. We're done here, my colleagues. Drag away those who cannot stand. Your display of prowess was truly impressive, Miro. Worthy indeed. What a ridiculous charade. Did he honestly think we couldn't see through those paltry disguises? Though I am confident my brother's act was not born of malice, rather, he hoped that by concealing his identity that the trial would seem more threatening, thus increasing its effectiveness. Not an entirely successful undertaking, but one must appreciate his intentions. It is to time you return to the guild. Oh, and a favor to me? Pray indulge Wernzone in his little deception. Subterfuge is not a marauder's forte. Alright, back to Limsa Laminsa. Oh, stretch. Okay. Teleport up to the Marauders Guild. Coral Tower. Miro, I have heard of your skirmish on the Salt Strand. You did well to topple opponents of such formidable skill. But let us not dwell on the nature of those masked men. What is important is your triumph in the face of overwhelming odds. Your fellow Marauders are honored to have you swing your axe in the guild's name. They stand behind you, one and all, as you prepare to overcome your greatest trial yet. Aye, the time has come for you to bring Kujata's bloody rampage to an end. When next he rears his horrible horned head, you shall be ready to bury your blade into his skull. Alright, we're gonna take the chest piece, because... yeah. And we got a new axe, so let's start with that. This is the Thunderstorm axe. Look at that. It's got a nice little blade at the end, or a pick at the end now. And a little lightning bolt. Okay. And we got a new suit of armor. A heavy iron armor. Oh. Oh no. This one just has a hat built into it. Unlockers. Well, we'll use it for now. I don't know why it's green. But it is what it is. Okay, so let me end the recording here.